In these experiments, we will be demonstrating how like and opposite charges interact. Our first experiment uses tape. We first cut two equal lengths of tape, 20 centimeters long, and stuck them to a table. We'll be giving these pieces of tape positive and negative charges by using static electricity. Now we rip the two pieces of tape off the table quickly and face their non-sticky sides towards each other in the air. They repel.
When we pull each piece of tape off the tape took electrons and became negatively charged. So, since each of them were negatively charged, they repelled each other in the air. For the next experiment, we added a piece of tape onto the tape we already had stuck on the table. We labeled the bottom piece with a B and the top with a T. At this point in the experiment, both pieces of tape are neutral, so they're neither attracting or repelling each other. First, we quickly pulled the top piece off, then quickly pulled the bottom one too. As you can see, they attracted each other in the air. When we pulled the top piece of tape off from the bottom, it took some of the bottom piece's charge, making them have overall opposite charges and making them attract in the air. In our next experiment, we started by rubbing a balloon with a piece of wool fabric. After those two have interacted, the balloon attracts the aluminum can and pulls it across the table.
By rubbing the wool onto the balloon takes the electrons from the wool and makes it and becomes negatively charged. By putting the balloon right next to the can, which is positively charged, they attract, so it's able to pull it across the table.
In order to get a powerful electrical charge, you need lots of friction between the objects. As you'll see, our objects were not always magically attracted to each other. Wool is not the only material that can create an electrical charge in a balloon. After rubbing the balloon on my head, it attracted both my now positively charged hair as well as the can. This experiment is just like the last. We start by rubbing the balloon with the wool fabric. We see that the balloon still pulls the can across the table, but also, this time, that the wool repels the same can.
Balloon taking electrons from the wool now became positively charged and repelled the can.
Once again, we are creating electrical charge by rubbing balloons and wool fabric together. To create a strong enough charge, we had to rub for what seemed like forever. Once we had created a powerful enough charge, we saw that the two balloons repelled each other in the air. In this experiment, both the balloons became negatively charged when they rubbed with the wool and took electrons from the wool. Since they were both negatively charged, they repelled each other.